Welcome back to The Vocalist. Today we are revisiting Skid Row. This time we're going to watch a live performance of the song I Remember You. Here we go.
I wish I knew how to talk so I could explain to you how much this song means to all us. And coming to a place like Japan that we never been, making brand new friends, just like all you, and then having to leave you. But hey, we'll never fucking forget you people, man. This is a song called I Remember You. Love went blind and you would have made me see. Well, I'd stare a lifetime into your eyes, so that I knew that you were there for me. Time after time, you were there for me. Hey, remember yesterday, walking in the night, never let us see the same. Through the sleepless nights, through every endless day, I wanna hear you say, yo, whoa, whoa, whoa.
We're going back. We're going back. He has such an incredible mixed voice. It is so seamless, and I love that we got to hear him speaking a little bit at the beginning of this. So we're gonna do that again. Just so, yeah. And then we'll talk about his mix. Here we go.
Making brand new friends, just like all you, and then having to leave you. But hey, we'll never fucking forget you people, man. This is a song called I Remember You.
Instantly. When he was speaking at the onset, it was a bit more chest dominant, a bit warmer. For him to then transition here, I think was so brilliant. It's not that he's shouting or yelling, but he's executing those notes in a way that can feel reminiscent to shouting or yelling because of the way he's projecting and obviously range. We're getting a little bit higher in his range as he's getting ready to start the song. You'll also notice the sound thins just a teeny tiny bit. Still very recognizable, still very full, but it's going to thin just a smidge as we ascend, as we stretch, as we thin the chords.
Clap it up! Yeah. We'll get to the sound of pouring rain. When we whisper that I think of you.
He does such a good job of incorporating a lot of breathiness as he's descending and moving through his mix into chest voice. There are a lot of... when you think about your mixed voice, sometimes more air can help you achieve the notes you want, but sometimes less air helps you maneuver transitions a little bit easier. So that if you're using like the full force of your air and that pressure, that's when you can start to hear the little clicks and the movement in the muscle as one muscle sort of releases and another takes over. So allowing more relaxation and doing it with a little bit more gentility is such a great way to get that seamless transition that we hear from him.
All the tears you cry, they come my way. Well, anyway, do you need out of me? I can grow. Paint a picture of the days gone by. When the love went blind and you would have made me see. Well, I'd stare a lifetime into your eyes. So that I knew that you were there for me. Time after time, you were there for me.
I don't know if this video is going to get blocked, but that one picture as he was ascending, everything was exactly in the right place for him at the beginning of that phrase. And so to watch him just keep it there, use a little bit more nasality and a little bit more air as he got up to those really high notes, but everything else stayed the same. He wasn't incorporating a lot of spread in his voice, or in his mouth, which we would see often in this particular style. It's just so cool to watch the control he has in his mix.
Time into your eyes, so that I knew that you were there for me. Time after time, you were there for me. Remember yesterday, walking in the night, never let us see the same. And through the sleepless nights, through every endless day, I wanna hear you say, yo, whoa, whoa.
I love his vibrato. I love the rate of his vibrato. And it's such a happy medium rate. Not super fast, not super slow. I mean, I love lots of rates of vibrati, but in this case, I don't know. It just seems so warm and so well suited for the tone of his voice.
We spent the summer with the top rolled down. Wished ever after would be like this. You said I love you, babe, without a sound. Well, I said I'd give for my life for just one kiss. And live for your smile and die for your kiss. Remember yesterday.
That tiny little riff at the end there, it was just a few notes, but even though his voice sounds super pressurized, it's cool to hear the agility he still has. He's not like locking everything in place. Like there's still good movement, so that maybe that's not the best way to say it. I feel like can't quite put my finger on it. Just you can hear a lack of tension in that agility, even though it still sounds very strong and present. Again, he's just not like locking everything in place. Like there's still flexibility there, and that's really impressive considering where he is in his range and the amount of power in his sound.
Live for your smile and die for your kiss. Remember yesterday, walking in the night, never let us see the same. And through the sleepless nights, through every endless day, I wanna hear you say, yeah. We've been our share of hard times, but that's the price we paid. And through it all, we kept the promise that we made.
I have to rewind it to that. Gosh, those high notes, even though we can hear the nasality, we can hear that brightness, there's still so much depth in his sound. And I think that goes back to what I said with just like him finding the perfect placement and the perfect space and then not changing it. And we got to see that physically earlier, but with all this actual like physical movement here and like seeing his body sway, we can't like lock into that. But it's so good. Just the way he controls his mix. I can't get over it. Ugh.
Ice-T Mass Japan. Well, I'd swear you'd never be lonely. Scotty calling guitar, people, come on. We'll come to the sound of pouring rain. Watch the wacky dream on you. But nothing else could ever take you away. 'Cause you'll always be my dream come true. Kawasaki, well, I love you. Walking in the air, and I'll still say, through the sleepless nights, through every endless day, and I wanna hear you say, remember yesterday, walking on an eye, and I see the sunset.
Hold on. The way he just said yesterday, there was so much height in that vowel. That's another great example. Everything is so neutral. He's not spreading. I think a lot of, when you get into this particular genre and you hear singers that are very hard rock, you'll hear like yesterday, like you'll see so much snarl, you'll see so much spread. It was so contained and so tall. And it's just, the perfect balance for his mix. We'll never forget you, Japan. And then we got that gorgeous little moment of head voice at the end. He is such a good technician. So good. And I love that he still incorporates some texture in that top range whenever he's doing that mixed scream, because it's such a cool sound. But throughout most of his range, I mean, he does an awesome job of including variety in his texture. So we get a lot of clarity at moments, but there's also that warmth, that buttery, soft sound at the bottom, and then something that's a little bit harsher on top. And the control, it's so incredible. Yeah. I mean, forever and always, I think like mixed voice is the bane of so many singers' existence because it can just take you for a ride. It can do so many things, and depending on your own vocal habits, some days the head mix is going to be rockin', some days it's going to sound shrill, other days chest mix can be, your favorite thing in the world, and then there are days where you feel like you're just constantly, your voice is cracking. And to do what he does with regards to performance intensity and to have such good control over his mix is so impressive, because I think when you get to the end of concerts and you're kind of spent, that's when singers we try to eliminate tension and those, they're not bad habits, but, habits that help better facilitate sounds when they're getting tough. Usually we see singers save those habits for the ends of sets and concerts and performances, and watching him keep everything still so neutral is just so impressive. So that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for this recommendation and for watching with me, and hopefully I will see you next time.